Hey guys, hope you're doing good. If this is your first time here, then welcome. So it is November 1st, my birthday month, and this is a very spur of the moment, did not plan to do this until today type of video. It is mostly to keep myself accountable. For the past few months, I've just felt like my skin in particular, like in general, I have not been taking care of myself. I can count on like one hand the amount of healthy things I do for myself in a given week. Sometimes it feels like mental health, sleeping, eating right. I'm okay on the exercise. I could be better, but that's probably where I'm like doing the best right now. With this being my birthday month, I really want to take better care of myself. One that I thought that would make the whole thing not seem so just overwhelming at this point is a water challenge, because I have been slacking on my water. I go through phases where I'm just like, give me all the water. Same thing with taking care of myself. I will go through phases of doing really good. Something will happen in my life and I'll just like stop and have to start the process all over again. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna be doing a month-long water challenge and taking you guys along with me. I've noticed, and my camera is being very generous to me when it comes to my skin. I had COVID back in the end of, or maybe beginning of August, and it's November 1st like I mentioned, and that was the last time I was kind of happy with my skin. And I know that sounds weird, but having a fever plus drinking copious amounts of water during that time, it was flushing out the toxins because I was sweating so bad from the fever, and then all the water, my skin looked so good. But since then I've noticed like a lot of dullness in my skin. The best way to describe it is my skin has just felt blah. I did a bentonite clay mask to kind of start things off fresh for this challenge, and I applied a lightweight moisturizer, and that's it. So I thought that would give me a good baseline for where my skin is right now. The light is really helping me, so let me turn my ring light off. Now that the nice little ring light is off, this is kind of where we are starting at. And overall, my skin not doing horrible. I definitely have much more challenging periods in my skin. So right now my skin's not doing bad, but I've just noticed a difference in these past few months, and I want to see if this water challenge will kind of help me in what I've been noticing. Genetically, I've always had these under eye circles and this kind of like sunken in type of situation naturally ever since I was a little kid, so this is just a genetic thing. But I do notice when my water intake is much better, this area is a little bit more plump. I've had a couple little blemishes here and there. I've got a brand new one popping up to say hello. This is where we're starting at skin wise. Now as far as like general overall well-being, that one's a little bit more complicated because I have depression and anxiety. So me feeling really tired, me feeling just like all the things is probably attributed to that more so than a lack of water, but it can't hurt, right? As far as physical stuff, I get headaches a lot, and I'm 100% sure that's due to me not drinking nearly enough water. But as far as the challenge itself, I didn't want to overwhelm myself. I did some research about like, is the gallon of water a day thing a good idea? How much water should you do if you're trying to be adequately hydrated? I don't want to be adequately hydrated. I want to be like really hydrated. Doing 2 of these a day. I wrote all this stuff down because I'm not a math person, so I had to like be very visual about my ounces and stuff like that to show you guys and to show me, so it could be as simple as possible for me to actually stick to this thing. So this purple water bottle that I'm going to be using for the bulk of my challenge, this holds 3 of those standard single-use water bottles that you get from like Target or Walmart in like the big pack. So 16.9 ounces. So 3 of these guys fills up 1 of these, and when this is completely full, it's 51 ounces. So my goal is to drink 2 of these a day. I've already downed this one for the day, so I've got to fill it up again, so I'm already feeling very good about that. So 2 of these a day is my baseline every day for this challenge. I say my baseline because when I go out to eat, 9 times out of 10 I order water, so I might get additional water that way, or if I'm doing a particularly heavy workout I might be more thirsty. But as long as I'm hitting 2 of these a day, that is the goal. So day 1, feeling good. I already feel a headache coming on right now, so I'm gonna be ready for this when I get back home. Today's November 14th. I'm about halfway through the challenge, and so far I have not missed a day. Now, are some of those days gulping down the whole last bottle in like 30 minutes and then living in the bathroom the rest of the night? Yes. But I did it, so that is what's important. I have noticed some very positive changes. Number 1, my poops have been a lot more pleasant, frequent, A+ on that. Another thing that I've noticed is that my skin does feel more supple. I feel like my makeup is going on a lot more smooth. Before, when I started the challenge, I told you guys one of the main catalysts for me wanting to do this was that my skin was just feeling dull, and I just felt like the texture was a little bit more uneven than it used to be, and I feel like that is starting to reverse a bit. Not just on my face, but I feel like my arms are softer, things like that. I usually have quite a few headaches throughout the month. So far, as of the 14th, I've only had 2 headaches. I have one right now actually, so it is very much on my mind, literally and figuratively. But for me, 2 headaches at this point is not too bad. Definitely think being more hydrated has something to do with that. So those are the biggest changes that I can think of right now. So far so good. We'll see how these next couple of weeks go. So it is Thanksgiving. I am right at the home stretch of this challenge. And I say home stretch, but my goal is to actually continue this like from here on out. But my like actually challenging myself to do this situation, we're in the home stretch. So I am very sick of water. I'm sick of just the high volume amounts. Like, it feels like I am constantly drinking water, which I am. And I'm not the type of person who likes to add flavorings to my water or fruit or anything like that. I'd rather just like get it done. It's kind of one of those familiarity breeds contempt type of things. So it's a lot of water. But so far so good. I'm still going strong. I have not missed a day. It'll be interesting if I actually can make it today, because I'm going to be eating a lot, and it's already 3 p.m. and I haven't had any water today, so I have to play catch up big time if I'm going to do it. One thing to note is that last week my skin looked so good. It was starting to look brighter, had more clarity. Just very happy with it. But this week I'm breaking out a lot. I don't know if it's because I'm using new skincare products or what. But yeah, we've got this situation going on. My chin is always in flux doing something. So yeah, but my skin, as far as how it feels really soft. We're in the home stretch. We made it to the end of the challenge. I am happy to say that I did not skip a single day. I'm so proud of myself. I'm usually someone who has a struggle with consistency when it comes to things like this. Even if it meant chugging a whole one of these in like an hour to get it done, it got done. So I'm so happy. So let's talk about any changes that I noticed over the course of this challenge. I did notice that I had less headaches than I normally get overall. I'm sure my headaches are usually a combination of being dehydrated, not getting enough water, stress, and insomnia. So over the course of this month, with dehydration not being a thing, I think I got maybe like 5 to 6 headaches. I try to actually like keep a tally of it, and usually I might get like 9 or 10, so that is awesome. I've also talked in my videos about how my periods are usually definitely not a fun time when it comes to cramping. My cramps overall during my period didn't feel as painful, so that was something that I wasn't even looking out for, but something I noticed. So I don't know if it has something to do with the increased water intake or the fact that I have been working out more this month. But either way, my uterus and I were very thankful for whatever the reason was. My bones tend to do that click-clacking sound during like random things that I'm doing, like my ankles especially. Sometimes my like arms will make that clicking sound. I have noticed that that's been decreased as well this month. Things feel like it's like lubed up and working a little bit better. As I mentioned towards one of the first check-ins of the video, pooping has been more pleasant. And last but not least, skin. Let's do a little check-in. So I did the same thing that I did at the beginning of this challenge to kind of like keep things consistent. I'm even wearing the same t-shirt to try to have like that nice consistent continuity for the beginning of the challenge and towards the end. So I did a bentonite clay mask last night, followed up with a light moisturizer right before this video. And this is what the skin is looking like. I feel like my skin overall has a lot more clarity than it did. It looks brighter. I have been breaking out a lot more over the past like week and a half. At first, like towards the middle of the challenge, my skin, no breakouts, no nothing. But all of a sudden, it was just like, just like everywhere. My nose right here, there's a breakout healing. And there is another one right underneath to take its place. That's great. But overall, I do think my skin looks a lot better. It doesn't feel as dry. My skin in general, like everything from my arms to my legs, just feels smoother. It feels more plump. So just like before, let's turn off the ring light. See what we're working with. Definitely notice a difference in the brightness. It's not a huge difference, but this is something that I mentioned I'm planning to continue. So hopefully the increased hydration over an extended period of time will just continue to give me benefits both internally and externally. But I am overall happy with my skin. I've also been like trying to use up skincare so that I can get a nice solid skincare routine with a set of products into next year. So my skin might just be like spazzing out of the fact that I'm like using some random new stuff. But overall, I would say that my skin has definitely improved since this challenge started. Another thing I noticed, my eyes also are not as dry as they used to be. I'm a contact lens wearer, plus I look at screens a lot and I don't sleep well. So my eyes are usually just like sandpaper territory. But I haven't really had that over this month. I definitely feel like my eyes don't get as tired. They just feel, I was gonna say juicier, that's gross for eyeballs, but they feel not as dry, which is great. But yes, that is the skin update. So to wrap things up, this water challenge was a great way for me to get back into doing just better things for my body in general. This challenge has put me more in a frame of mind of being health conscious, so I've been working out more. My diet has been touch and go. But the fact that the challenge was so simple, knowing that I just had to down 2 of these a day and I was done, made it a lot easier to stick to as well. So this is definitely something I'm gonna keep up with. So I really hope that you enjoyed this month-long water challenge. I'm so happy that I actually did it and that I didn't miss a day. I'm so proud of myself. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you enjoyed it, and they are much more likely to push it out into the mysterious algorithm so that more people can discover my channel. Likewise, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so as well. I would love to have you. Remember that I upload videos every Friday, sometimes with a little bonus video thrown in there. Make sure you click the bell icon so you know anytime I have a new video. Hope you guys are doing great. Stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.